Chybiddy was the last living Comanche Code Talker. He passed away in 2005. Chybiddy loved to share the Comanche Code Talker story and his time at the Fort Sill Indian School. Charles Chybiddy in a rare home video shot in 1999.
Yes, we were forbidden to talk the tribal language, but we was going to boarding schools. Every once in a while, me and my little cousin get together, Larry Sharpton, he was in the Signal Corps with us. We always laugh and we always say, maybe they're trying to make little white boys out of us. But anyway, we had a little fun like that. And I ran back, hollered at him, and he didn't do nothing. I went back, he was still alive, and I picked him up, put him on my shoulder, and I forgot about all that mortar coming in. And then I went on and I went down in the basement, and them other boys come and helped me, took him down. And he took 2 deep breaths, and he was from New Jersey. He had a picture of a wife and little girl. I don't know whether he ever seen that little girl, but I always remember that. And then that big artillery knocked a big part of a building off, and this was hanging up there. And I climbed up there a day later and went up there, and they had a blackboard there, and it showed where the American military was, and I guess they was there, and they left that up there. And I've seen others in French and then, but I didn't think much of it. But this one here, I climbed up there and got it, because my friend, that Private Mullins, was killed just right here, arm distance from me.
I don't think I should have been put here. We were punished here. I gather that it was kind of to get us to listen, to obey. At that girls' dorm, me and my other 2 friends, we were put in the attic. Lights out. And why would they lock the door?
Rita says something good came from the Indian school experience. She learned skills that she uses to this day.
Of course, we were taught to do housework, so I make all kinds of Indian regalia, make a lot of Native American dresses.
She didn't care for the school, but she's proud of the school's now famous alumni.
All of us are very, very proud of our Code Talkers.
Tears in their eyes, they come up to him, thank you for saving our life that day on the beach, for using your language. And that's when he would tell them too. He said, I was just doing my job. I was just doing something I was trained to do. And he said, I was just trying to live that morning, just like everybody else. He said he knew that with these words, a lot of lives depended on it. Thousands of lives could either be saved or they could, be wiped out.
Martinez says near the end of Chybiddy's life, he missed the boys, his fellow Code Talkers.
It was kind of hard for him to, talk about those guys, and after all this time had passed, he would say that, he missed them. And a lot of people would realize that, Mr. Chybiddy's telling all his stories, he's going around talking about all this, and they didn't realize, he was an old man, but he would have to remember everything that wasn't, all these people had passed away. Everything he knew wasn't there anymore. He had to be reminded every day about his friends that he lost over time. I promised him that I would do this for him once he was gone. We talked about that. He said, what are you going to do with these items I'm gifting you? I told him I'm going to carry the story for him, the best I can do.
dear diary. Whatever secrets of mine that I hold within will be ceremoniously and jealously guarded. Be it understood that the usual procedure is kept in mind when I am writing the results of the day. Here I will deposit some of the sweet memories which I do not dare commit to remember, for fear of losing those fleeting moments forever. January 1st, 1942. It's been a good day, just gold-bricked all morning and read Life magazine. Parker paid Cass one smacker to work his last shift from 4 to 6 p.m. Taxi and I are going to town tonight. I cleared $28.25 of my pay yesterday. January 26, 1942. I've been teasing Holder about his old gals. We had machine gun instructions and motor inspections at 4:30 this afternoon. I took pictures with Parker and Junior. Not much activity today. Very dull. Very dull. February 22nd, 1942. We had a pretty good dinner. I played pool with Burkett for a while, and then went to the movies with Charles. We saw You're in the Army Now, and then went to the canteen with Parker. Karina thinks he's going to put a fast one over on me, but wait and see who laughs last. March 5th, 1942. It was a rainy day. I just came back from the boxing match. Mansu fought a damn good fight. He won by KO in the second round. It was the best boxing I've ever seen by him. Wani won by decisions. He missed a lot with his right. Charles's fight was forfeited. March 12, 1942. I received a card from B. Now I have a niece. What do you know? We resumed our submachine gun class until 4:30 p.m. Tonight, I went to the fight with Dabi. Charles won by decision. March 23, 1942. I received a card from Anadarko from Dad. The little girl was named Carol Elizabeth. I checked up on general appearance of the vehicles and went to the eye clinic and received my glasses. April 9th, 1942. The baton fell today. After dinner, I went riding with Parker. Gee, we had a lot of fun. I'm feeling very good. Taxi and I are still signing in every hour. April 28th, 1942. I received a letter today from my sis, Vivian. April 30, 1942. Charles loaned me $5. I was in time for Reveille, then I just walked to the chow line instead of making a run for it. After formation, we had orientation on the Norwegian and Lowland Nazi campaign. I got paid at 11 this morning, and I cleared $34.95. I collected $6 from Otataiwo and $2 from Parker. May 7, 1942. I mostly gold-bricked all day. I walked post number 4 from 8 to 10 last evening, and then again from 2 to 4 this morning. I slept all morning after having chow. Parker received a letter from Ina. May 30th, 1942. Payday is tomorrow. The machine gun class was up fairly early for chow and formation. The whole class fired for recon. Junior scored 92, Charles 84, Parker 82, Dick 84, Otataiwo 79, and me 86. We came back about 1, then I just loafed around with Otataiwo all afternoon. June 10, 1942. I met a gal named Dottie. I was going to see her again tonight, but the accident kept me from it. Boris and I got cut by an exploded paint container. I received a cut on the chin which required 7 stitches. I'm staying home tonight. I'll see Dottie again. June 19, 1942. I went to town last night and saw Dottie, but things didn't come out as planned, all because of a cute blonde named Joyce. I had a very good time. I met up with Wani, Garana, and Elgin. Rumor has it we're going across the pond this coming fall. June 23rd, 1942. I received a letter from Dad last night. He sent a picture of my brother Dan in uniform. He also sent a picture of Floyd's daughter, my niece, Carol Elizabeth. I almost cried when I saw the picture. July 8, 1942. Southwest Pageland. We're on maneuver for 2 months, and today we traveled 186 miles. We came through Augusta, Aiken, Columbia, and Camden, and some other small towns. It rained like hell about 3 p.m. Hank got very wet, but I remained high and dry. Wani, and Budro are on guard. I'm going to sleep in my Jeep. It's been a rugged day. August 1, 1942. I went to sleep with linens and the old bunk felt very good. I had breakfast, stood police call, and cleaned my Jeep part of the morning. I cleared $51.68 today. I paid Soldier $4 for Charles. Bob Holder went to town. He didn't have any dough. We couldn't have very much fun. He went to see his girl. August 7, 1942. Parker and I went to the message center to do a little painting. He sang a good song that I'm going to tell Ina about whenever we get home. August 28, 1942. I went to the USO show last night. It was a good show. After Reveille, we went to the theater to see a film on mechanized fire. After dinner, all the boys were called by the commanding officer. Parker, Charles, Yake Etsai, and Tabi Yetse will take 4 weeks of intelligence training. September 17, 1942. I have a new title, Corporal Sol Pitan. I didn't go to town last night. I just wrote names in my album. October 2, 1942. After the 1330 formation, the boys were called out by the commanding officer. We studied our special code all afternoon under Lieutenant Dunaway. Mahikobi is leaving on furlough. October 12, 1942. Home sweet home. I arrived in Oklahoma City at 0730 and took a bus to Lawton at 0815. I arrived in Lawton at 11:55. I got a haircut, met George, Benah, and Jesse, and then took a yellow to Fort Sill Indian School. I met Rowena and asked for my little sister, Vivian, but she was out in the field. I paid the school personnel a visit, finally caught a ride to Lawton with Bull and Toot. I'm at home now. October 16, 1942. It's another cloudy day at home. My nephews Jimmy and Melvin came over early. After dinner, Melvin went hunting on the hills with me and my brothers, Carney and Floyd. We captured one small rattlesnake. We didn't find any bigger reptiles at the den, as expected. We hunted on top of hills and came home late this evening. A prayer meeting was held at home by Reverend Leon Moata. November 8, 1942. Nothing unusual happened today. There was a line for the buses, but I finally arrived to town and bought postage stamps at Walgreens. I also sent the Kodak to Brother Floyd. I met Booth, Tabi, Holder, Van, and Karina. I came home and copied code in day room until 0430. November 22, 1942. I went to bed early. Sergeant Shannon brought a rooster home and placed it on Yake Etsai's bed. It raised a merry hell, which woke up the whole barracks. I woke up for dinner at 12:15. I had only a dime left, so I played blackjack with the boys. After winning 55 cents, I went to the show. November 24, 1942. I was hardly gold-bricking. Wani is on furlough. I spent a hell of a cold night in the field. I found my peyote button. Thank goodness. Oh, praise Allah. December 7, 1942. The bombing of Pearl Harbor, Honolulu, Hawaii. 1 year ago. Remember. December 8, 1942. The formal declaration of war on Japan and the Axis countries happened 1 year ago today. December 26, 1942. We went to the parade field for the singing contest. We did lousy while practicing, but we were on the ball out there. What do you know? We won first prize. December 31, 1942. Dear Diary, the past year has brought me few happy moments and has widened my scope on life. May this coming year bring me great success. I'll let my conscience guide me. I know what to expect during actual combat. Old year out, the new year in.
Cabbage 6, give me one of the code talkers.
Hinatsen.
Mekunana. Ita Tawana, Ohina, Tawana, Pasa, and the Tubisina.
That's a Hinasumai.
Ita Tawana, Nakoto Tawe, Apana, Mamakana.
Takopanak. Ada Hinanewai, Ada Hinanewai.
Mekunana, Ita Tawana, Ohina, Okawana, Tatsakan Tawe, Pakamakara, Okata, Exapana, Pia Tawe, Malitia, Mamakana.
Takopanak.
Give me Cabbage 6, give me one of the code talkers.
Hina.
Mekunana, Ita Tawana, Namiwatokwe, Pia Tawe, Ohina.
Takopanak. That's a Hinasumai.
Oka Wakarena, Manamsoe.
Takopanak. That's a Hinasumai.
Gena, Mamakana.
Takopanak.
Give me Cabbage 6, give me one of the code talkers.
Hinatsen.
Mekunana, Tasa Pa Yatse, Tamawaka Kima, Namsoe, Popi, Onaka, Tamina Manaha, Tamovinak, Wananaha,
That's a Hinasumai.
Mamakana.
Takopanak. Hakai se Sudananaria.
Move, Atanakanami Sawai, Pesanana Move, Tutsaka Tasa Inana, Tamakunana Narona, Tetuke, Mamakana.
That's a Hinasumai.
Tuas, Mekunana, Itatawaka de Tamawaka Kima, Tama Hinamanaha, Oka Pia Tawe, Yaka Maikwa, Meku, Mamakana.
Takopanak.
When we came back from overseas, the Comanche Code Talkers, none was killed, but some got wounded, but they came back. There was a man made that song and give it to the Comanche Code Talkers. Now they sing it whenever I go home because I'm the last one living of the Comanche Code Talkers that hit Utah Beach in Normandy, France. And what we did was use our language to send military messages. And Dick Cheney, Secretary of Defense, when he honored me, he said that thousands of servicemen owed their lives to these people. And I was glad that I was part of that Comanche Code Talkers that hit Utah Beach in Normandy. That was many years ago. Sometimes I think about my comrades. Sometimes I feel bad, tears roll down my cheek because I always think about them. One was my cousin, he got wounded. Willie Shakichai and Albert Nakwali, a couple of good friends of mine. And all those Comanches, I was in the Code Talkers that there was all some wounded, but none got killed, but we all came back. Yes, it's been a long time ago, and what we did Dick Cheney, Secretary of Defense, he said that thousands of servicemen owe their lives to their fear, and I'm thankful that I could do something to save the lives of other soldiers. Thank you.
Hey,